Greetings, my name is Luke Smith. I'd like to make an offer on your building located at 2805 Schofield Avenue in Wisconsin. I found this property looking on Crexy, and I look on Crexy at these kinds of buildings because I have a passion for taking vacant buildings and putting new tenants in them. I started out buying vacant land in lots of different parts of the country and putting houses on them, getting people to come use these properties and love them and have fun with them and take off with them. And along the way, I bought lots of properties. I bought thousands of properties and portfolios and lots of different ways to offer them up on the internet like this to people who wanted vacant land. And I sold lots of those properties, but some of them that I got along the way were high traffic retail properties, a lot like your property here before it had the building. And I knew those properties were worth more than putting a house on those properties. So I started studying them. And I started working on data and I started figuring them out in lots of different ways. Who goes here? Who should use this property? Who's the highest and best user of this property? I would reach out to them. I wrote them letters. I called them. I emailed them. I chased them down and I sold them a lot of those properties. And seeing that and figuring that out has created the path for me to go after these kinds of buildings. The data of figuring out who goes here and who should use a vacant piece of land is very similar to using vacant buildings. I've worked on multiple vacant buildings like yours here. I'm in negotiations and working on other ones like it, just like this, that I have tenants that are going into them that I believe I could use for this building. I would like to tell them about this building and offer them the tenant improvements to change the color and change what they need to make this building theirs and lease it to them. I believe, looking at the statistics, looking at the data, looking at the information, and from what I know, it would fit them really well. And I believe they're open for more properties like this. And I think I've got their trust to earn them over and get them into this property. So I talked to Ryan on this one, who's one of the brokers at Northmark. I also talked to Patrick, who's another one of the brokers here at Northmark. I've got a couple properties listed with Northmark, your broker. They can probably vouch for me a little bit with some of the other deals I do through this brokerage house. I took a look at the area, and so this building used to be a Wendy's, and I see there's a new Wendy's going up down the street around the corner a little bit, and it's under construction. This was October 24th, so it's probably open by now or really close to being open. So it's nice to see that Wendy's didn't leave the market. They just moved to a new building up around the corner. Might be a different franchise, I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. I also saw Caribou Coffee just up the street from your location. There's a brand new Caribou Coffee. It looks like somebody bought the land and built this Caribou Coffee and sold it as a Caribou Coffee just recently. Right next door, it looks like somebody else put their land. They cleared out these old houses that were here, and they put the thing up for lease, and they did a deal to get Firehouse Subs in there. And so Firehouse Subs just opened about 2 months ago. I was just talking to a Firehouse Subs guy this morning about a different deal. I like talking to these different brands and working with these different brands, and it's nice to see familiar faces in the neighborhood. Up the street, the other direction, is Aldi. I've worked with Aldi on numerous different properties. I always love looking for the 2.5 to 3 acre flat ones like this right off of Main Street, a bunch of traffic, and a way for people to get in and out that we could put an Aldi on. And so somebody took, like from 2019, makes me jealous. They took this land, they got rid of the old house, and they did a deal with an Aldi and got Aldi in here. 2022, it was under construction, coming soon. 23, it's open for business. 25, we're in now, it's going. The neighborhood's happening. I like to see these deals happening in the neighborhood. These are other people checking the boxes that they can work with the city, they can work with the traffic, they can work with the demographics, they can work with what's going on here to make it happen. I believe I can show that to the tenants that I think should go in here and make it happen on your building. So please take a look at my offer enclosed along with this video and proof of funds. Thanks for listening. Luke Smith.